You look so... I don't know. There weren't any complications from the accident.
Welcome back, everyone. Today we delve into the mysterious and shocking revelation about one of Hollywood's most beloved stars, Robert Reed. You may know him from his iconic role in the Brady Bunch, but what you're about to discover will leave you speechless. Stay tuned as we uncover the untold truth about Robert Reed right now. As we peel back the layers of Reed's life, we begin to glimpse a reality far removed from the cheery sitcom sets. Picture this: the wholesome family scenes, the sage advice, the unmistakable warmth of Mike Brady. That's the Robert Reed we all remember, right? But behind that facade was a secret that Robert Reed carried with him throughout his Hollywood journey. You see, Robert Reed was a gay man navigating the unforgiving waters of showbiz during a time when being anything other than straight was a career landmine. Back in the day, coming out wasn't just frowned upon, it could spell the end of your career faster than you could say action. Let's rewind to July 1954, a time when Reed exchanged vows with Marilyn Rosenberger, his fellow Northwestern student. They walked down the aisle, said their I do-us, and even welcomed a daughter named Karen Reitz into the world. But behind closed doors, Reed grappled with a truth he couldn't share with the world: his own sexual orientation. In an industry where image is everything, Reed knew that revealing his true self could jeopardize everything he had worked so hard for. So he kept his truth under lock and key, fearing the repercussions of being honest about who he really was. Fast forward to several years after Reed's passing, and the truth began to emerge from the shadows. His Brady Bunch co-stars, including Barry Williams and Florence Henderson, bravely stepped forward to shine a light on Reed's hidden truth. They revealed that behind the scenes, the entire cast and crew were well aware of Reed's sexual orientation. In 2000, a candid interview with ABC News shed light on a side of Robert Reed. Florence Henderson, a close associate, revealed a startling revelation about the beloved actor, known for his iconic role as the patriarch of the Brady Bunch. Henderson painted a picture of Reed as the epitome of domestic bliss, a devoted husband and loving father. However, behind the scenes, a different reality unfolded. Reed grappled with inner turmoil, concealing a profound secret that weighed heavily on his shoulders. Describing Reed's plight, Henderson expressed empathy for the actor's hidden struggles. She believed that had Reed not felt compelled to lead a double life, much of his pent-up frustration and anger might have dissipated. Yet, despite his insight into Reed's turmoil, Henderson refrained from prying, choosing instead to offer understanding and compassion. Here he was, the perfect father of this wonderful little family, a perfect husband. Off camera, he was an unhappy person. I think had Bob not been forced to live this double life, I think it would have dissipated a lot of that anger and frustration. I never asked him. I never challenged him. I had a lot of compassion for him because I knew how he was suffering with keeping this secret. In another revelation, Williams, another individual close to Reed, disclosed the actor's steadfast reluctance to address his sexuality. Even in private conversations away from the camera's gaze, Reed remained tight-lipped on the subject. According to Williams, Reed staunchly avoided any discussions regarding his sexual orientation. This silence, Williams asserted, was not limited to public forums but extended to private interactions as well. It was a topic off limits, sealed away from scrutiny. Williams speculated on the potential consequences had Reed's sexuality been exposed. He believed that such a revelation could have spelled disaster for both the actor and the show. The fear of tarnishing his image and jeopardizing his career loomed large, driving Reed to guard his secret at all costs. Robert didn't want to go there. I don't think he talked about it with anyone. I just don't think it was open for discussion, period. Had it ever come out that Robert Reed was gay, it probably would have caused the demise of the show. I think it would have hurt his career tremendously. Before the world knew him as the iconic Lou Reed, there was a chapter in his life shrouded in mystery and speculation. It all began in the scorching summer of '54, amidst the vibrant campus life of Northwestern University. Amidst the bustling energy, a love story unfolded, one that would later be whispered about in hushed tones. Lou Reed, with his guitar slung over his shoulder, found himself captivated by Marilyn Rosenberger, a fellow student whose eyes sparkled with a kindred spirit. Their connection was instant, as if fate had orchestrated their meeting in the sweltering heat of that summer. In a whirlwind of passion and promise, Reed and Rosenberger exchanged vows in July 1954, binding themselves together in matrimony. Their love seemed unshakable, their dreams intertwined as they embarked on the journey of marriage. With each step forward, they envisioned a future filled with laughter, love, and the pitter-patter of tiny feet. Their union was blessed with the arrival of Karen Reitz, a bundle of joy who brought light and laughter into their lives. Together, they embraced the joys and challenges of parenthood, their love deepening with each passing day. Amidst the chaos of family life, they found solace in each other's arms, their bond growing stronger with each shared moment. Yet behind the facade of marital bliss, whispers lingered in the shadows. Questions arose about the true nature of Reed's marriage. Was it a genuine union of love, or a carefully crafted facade to conceal his true self? To this day, the answers remain elusive, buried beneath layers of speculation and rumor. As time marched on, the strains in Reed and Rosenberger's relationship became apparent. Despite their best efforts to weather the storm, their once unbreakable bond began to fray at the edges. In 1959, they made the painful decision to part ways, bidding farewell to the dreams they once shared. The story of Lou Reed's marriage to Marilyn Rosenberger remains a tantalizing enigma, a tale of love, family, and unanswered questions. And that's just one of the few things revealed after Robert Reed's death. Robert Reed faced a private battle that few knew about. In November 1991, the world was shocked to learn that Reed had been diagnosed with colon lymphoma, a rare form of colorectal cancer. It was a diagnosis that would change the course of his life and ultimately lead to his untimely death. When Reed fell ill, he chose to keep his circle small, allowing only his daughter Karen and close friend, actress Anne Haney, to visit him. Haney later reflected on Reed's approach, describing him as someone who valued discretion and dignity. In her words, he came from the old school, where people had a sense of decorum. He went the way he wanted to, without publicity. As Reed's health declined, he made a poignant request to his former co-star Florence Henderson. Weeks before his passing, he asked her to inform the rest of the Brady Bunch cast that he was terminally ill. It was a gesture that spoke volumes about the bond shared by the cast members, even long after the show had ended. On May 12, 1992, Reed passed away at the age of 59, leaving behind a legacy that would endure for generations. Initially, his death was attributed solely to cancer, but as details emerged, a deeper truth was revealed. It was later disclosed that Reed was not only battling cancer but also HIV. He had been diagnosed with the virus in the spring of 1991, a fact that he kept hidden from the public eye. Reed's decision to keep his medical condition private was a reflection of the stigma surrounding HIV/AIDS during that era. Throughout his illness, Reed confided in only a select few, choosing to shield his loved ones from the harsh realities of his health. His HIV-positive status remained unknown to all but those closest to him. While he did not have AIDS at the time of his death, his doctor listed HIV as a significant contributing factor on his death certificate. Robert Reed was laid to rest in the Memorial Park Cemetery in Skokie, Illinois. After he breathed his last, more facts about Robert Reed continued to be revealed. Please follow along to find out what it is. But first, remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel to hear us continue telling about Robert Reed's secrets. The passing of Robert Reed left the world's audience in general and the Brady Bunch film crew in particular in mourning. However, at first, Robert Reed was reluctant to sign on to the Brady Bunch. After becoming a prominent figure thanks to his role in The Defenders, Robert Reed faced a dilemma when approached for the Brady Bunch. Despite his popularity and Broadway success shaping his career choices, Reed had reservations about joining the cast of the iconic TV show. Reed's role in The Defenders had garnered him considerable fame among television viewers. Furthermore, his experiences on Broadway refined his taste, making him more selective about the projects he took on. Although not outright opposed, Reed harbored doubts about the Brady Bunch. He was perhaps hoping for alternatives or even anticipating the show's short lifespan. Nicholson reflects on Reed's attitude, suggesting that while not vehemently against the idea, Reed might have preferred someone else to take the role. Nonetheless, he eventually agreed to join the cast, albeit with reservations about the show's longevity. I think he was surprised and shocked and a little dismayed that it stayed on the air, muses Nicholson. I don't think he went in kicking and screaming, but he was probably hoping they would find someone else to do it. Ultimately, he decided to do it because he thought it would only go half a season before it got canceled. Throughout the entirety of the Brady Bunch's run, Robert Reed found himself in a continuous struggle with series creator Sherwood Schwartz over the quality of the show's scripts. Initially, the stories centered around the dynamics of a blended family, offering some depth and relatability. However, as time progressed, the scripts took a turn towards what Reed perceived as a decline into frivolity, reminiscent of the zany antics seen in Gilligan's Island. Reed, known for his seriousness and dedication to his craft, insisted on maintaining the quality and accuracy of the scripts. His commitment to excellence arguably played a significant role in the show's success, particularly in its early seasons. As the series advanced, Reed's frustration grew as he witnessed what he deemed as a deterioration in script quality. The once solid storytelling gave way to increasingly outlandish plotlines, deviating from the grounded narrative that initially drew audiences in. Nicholson reflects on Reed's perspective, emphasizing the actor's dedication to preserving the integrity of the show. Bob was very serious, and one of the reasons, in my opinion, that the Brady Bunch was so successful was because of his insistence on the quality of the scripts and that everything is accurate, says Nicholson. But then the quality began to change. If anybody takes a step back and looks at all of this, they will understand that that's very frustrating for someone. That's where Bob was coming from. As the quality of the scripts declined, Reed's frustration became palpable. Despite his disdain for the show's scripts, Robert Reed harbored deep affection for his co-stars on the Brady Bunch, particularly the children with whom he shared the screen. Despite his frustrations, Reed maintained a professional demeanor and never allowed his dissatisfaction to surface in front of his young colleagues. Behind the scenes, Reed formed strong bonds with his fellow cast members, especially the children. Despite his personal misgivings about the show's direction, he cherished the opportunity to work alongside them. According to Nicholson, Reed took on the role of a mentor to the young actors, going above and beyond to support their growth and development. He engaged them in educational activities and even treated them to memorable experiences like trips to London, demonstrating his genuine care for their well-being. Despite his reservations about the show, Reed's commitment to his co-stars never wavered. He remained dedicated to providing them with guidance and encouragement, fostering a supportive environment on set. Reed's actions reflected his deep-seated care and concern for the young members of the cast. Despite his own frustrations, he prioritized their happiness and development. Everyone expected him to move on after his time on the Brady Bunch. However, Robert Reed surprised many by returning to the iconic franchise in various spin-offs and TV movies. Following the conclusion of the original series, Reed made unexpected appearances in several Brady Bunch spin-offs and TV movies, including The Brady Bunch Hour 1976-1977, The Brady Girls Get Married 1981, A Very Brady Christmas 1988, and The Brady's 1988, and The Brady's 1990. Nicholson recounts a particularly telling incident during the production of The Brady Girls Get Married. While Reed was starring in a Broadway play, he was not initially cast in the TV movie. However, upon learning of this decision, Reed took matters into his own hands. He personally reached out to series creator Sherwood Schwartz, insisting that he be included in the project, going as far as buying himself out of his Broadway commitment and financing his own trip to Los Angeles for filming. Reed's determination to reprise his role in The Brady Girls Get Married speaks volumes about his dedication to the franchise and his attachment to his character. Despite any behind-the-scenes conflicts or frustrations, Reed's commitment to his role as the patriarch of the Brady family remains steadfast. Nicholson's account sheds light on Schwartz's initial plans to replace Reed in the TV movie, highlighting the studio's readiness to move forward without the original actor. However, Reed's insistence on being a part of the project ultimately prevailed. If you've been following along long enough, you've probably been disappointed that Robert Reed's character didn't appear in the final season of The Brady Bunch. But actually, Robert Reed refused to be in its finale. 50 years ago, on March 8, 1974, the beloved series that brought together two bustling families bid farewell with its final episode. However, one key element was notably absent from the conclusion. The patriarch of the Brady clan, Mike Brady, portrayed by Robert Reed, was nowhere to be found throughout the entire episode. Behind the scenes, Reed had gotten at odds with series creator and producer Sherwood Schwartz and the show's writers. While he was slated to appear in the series finale, a disagreement with Schwartz over a scene led to Reed's abrupt exclusion from the episode. Titled The Harebrained Scheme, the last installment of the series follows Bobby Brady's entrepreneurial endeavor gone awry as he attempts to sell hair tonic. Chaos ensues when the product turns his brother Greg's hair an unfortunate shade of orange just before his high school graduation. Despite the Brady family's trademark ability to solve any problem, they are unable to adequately explain Mike Brady's absence during this crucial moment. Ironically, Reed was present on set during the filming of the final episode, albeit behind the scenes. Known for his tendency to clash with writers and producers, Reed expressed his dissatisfaction with the episode's content, deeming it ridiculous and implausible. Despite his vocal opposition, he remained on set, albeit begrudgingly, to voice his grievances. In Williams' autobiography, Growing Up Brady, I Was a Teenage Greg, the actor sheds light on Robert Reed's decision to forgo appearing in the episode due to concerns about its quality. Producer Lloyd Schwartz corroborates this account in his book, Brady, The Complete Story of the Brady Bunch, citing Reed's objection to the implausible premise of the hair tonic subplot. Reed's refusal to participate in the episode stemmed from his belief that the storyline did not meet the standards of quality television. His assertion that hair tonic can't do that to hair reflects his commitment to realism and authenticity in storytelling. Despite Reed's objections, producer Lloyd Schwartz chose to allow him to remain on set, opting not to have him removed in front of the children. This decision speaks to Schwartz's respect for Reed's position and his desire to maintain a professional atmosphere on set. Reed's principled stand ultimately came at a cost, as it resulted in his exclusion from the historic episode. Little did the cast and crew know at the time, the series would soon be canceled, making the episode a poignant farewell to the beloved Brady Bunch. Despite the unexpected end to the series, the cast formed a tight-knit family both on and off screen. Their bond endured beyond the show's cancellation, a testament to the enduring friendships forged during their time together. Despite his frequent clashes with Sherwood Schwartz, Robert Reed's portrayal of the loving and devoted father, Mike Brady, was nothing short of exceptional. His remarkable talent as an actor breathed life into the character, earning him a place among the greatest TV dads of all time, according to TV Guide's 2004 list. Reed's reputation as a diva on set and his occasional difficult demeanor may be attributed to his classical training. A graduate of the prestigious Royal Academy of Dramatic Arts in London, Reed brought a level of sophistication and professionalism to his roles. Before stepping into the role of Mike Brady on The Brady Bunch, Reed garnered acclaim for his performances in the critically acclaimed legal series, The Defenders. His classical training and background in drama provided him with a strong foundation for his acting career. Reed's classical training may have influenced his approach to his scenes and his portrayal of Mike Brady. His commitment to excellence and his high standards could sometimes come across as snobbishness, reflecting his dedication to his craft. Despite Reed's conflicted feelings towards the Brady Bunch, the show's enduring popularity solidified his status as a television icon. His portrayal of Mike Brady left an indelible mark on audiences, while his behind-the-scenes struggles added depth to the legacy of the beloved sitcom. If you're curious about the fastidiousness and high demands of Robert Reed's screenplay, it's the process of growing up and passion from a young age that shaped it. Born John Robert Reitz, Jr., on October 19, 1932, in Highland Park, Illinois, actor Robert Reed carved out a legacy as one of television's most beloved fathers. Though his initial aspirations leaned towards serious acting, Reed's path to fame took an unexpected turn with his role in the family sitcom The Brady Bunch. Reed's journey into the world of acting began with his studies at Northwestern University. His thirst for knowledge and passion for the craft led him across the Atlantic to London, England, where he immersed himself in the rich tradition of the Royal Academy of Dramatic Arts, fostering a deep love for Shakespearean works. Upon returning to the United States, Reed continued to hone his craft on the stage. He joined the off-Broadway theatrical group, the Shakespeareites, showcasing his talent in productions of classics like Romeo and Juliet and A Midsummer Night's Dream. In 1964, he made his Broadway debut, stepping into the leading role in Neil Simon's comedy Barefoot in the Park, previously portrayed by none other than Robert Redford. While Reed thrived on the stage, his foray into television solidified his status as a versatile actor. He made his small-screen debut in 1961 on the courtroom drama The Defenders, where he portrayed a young attorney. Reed's tenure on the show lasted until its conclusion in 1965, alongside which he had a recurring role on Dr. Kildare. His television credits also include guest appearances on popular shows like Ironsides. In 1969, Robert Reed took on the iconic role of the quintessential family man, Mike Brady, in the enduring sitcom The Brady Bunch. With its saccharine portrayal of suburban family life, The Brady Bunch quickly became a cultural phenomenon of the 1970s. Despite its popularity, Reed's discontent with the show simmered behind the scenes. Despite the show's charm, Reed found himself at odds with its creator, Sherwood Schwartz, over the content of the scripts. In a candid 1983 interview with the Associated Press, Reed revealed his dissatisfaction, stating that he and Schwartz frequently clashed over the quality of the writing. Reed believed that Schwartz relied too heavily on gag lines, a sentiment he vocally protested against. Despite his frustrations with the show's direction, Reed formed deep connections with his fellow cast members. He forged a lifelong friendship with his TV wife, Florence Henderson, and served as a surrogate father figure to his on-screen children Barry Williams, Maureen McCormick, Christopher Knight, Eve Plum, Mike Lukenland, and Susan Olsen. While juggling his role in The Brady Bunch, Robert Reed showcased his versatility as an actor through various television projects. From 1969 to 1975, Reed portrayed the dour Lieutenant Adam Tobias on the L.A.-based detective series Mannix, solidifying his place in the show's ensemble cast for its entire 6-year run. Even amidst his Brady Bunch commitments, Reed found success in other TV projects. Notably, he starred in the acclaimed miniseries Rich Man, Poor Man 1976, Roots 1977, and Scruples 1980. Reed's stellar performances in these series earned him 3 Emmy Award nominations throughout his career, showcasing his range and talent as an actor. Despite branching out into other roles, Reed returned to the role that made him famous with the Brady Bunch Variety Hour in the late 1970s. Though short-lived, this venture allowed Reed to revisit the beloved character of Mike Brady, a role he would reprise in several more TV movies and series over the years. Robert Reed's contributions to television extend far beyond his portrayal of Mike Brady. His ability to captivate audiences with his performances across a diverse range of projects solidified his status as a television stalwart. Whether in the role of a stoic detective or a loving father, Reed's talent and versatility left an indelible mark on the small screen. The Brady Bunch stands as a testament to the enduring power of television, captivating audiences for over 4 decades with its timeless charm. Despite its humble beginnings and modest ratings during its original run, the show has cemented its place in pop culture history, with reruns delighting viewers on local TV stations and cable networks worldwide. In its heyday, The Brady Bunch may not have topped the charts, but its impact transcended mere viewership numbers. Despite never cracking the top 30 most watched TV shows during its 5-year stint, the show carved out a niche in the hearts of its loyal fan base. From its debut in the 1969 to 1970 TV season to its final episode, The Brady Bunch faced its fair share of challenges, struggling to find its footing amidst a crowded television landscape. At the heart of The Brady Bunch was its talented cast, led by the incomparable Robert Reed. His portrayal of patriarch Mike Brady brought warmth and depth to the character, endearing him to audiences of all ages. Despite the show's ups and downs, Reed's dedication to his craft never wavered, leaving an indelible mark on the series and its fans. Despite its cancellation after 117 episodes, The Brady Bunch left an enduring legacy that continues to resonate with viewers today. While ABC may have pulled the plug prematurely, the spirit of the show lives on through syndication and streaming platforms, ensuring that future generations can experience the magic of the Brady family. In the annals of television history, Robert Reed's contributions to The Brady Bunch remain unmatched. His portrayal of Mike Brady transcended the small screen, leaving a lasting impression on audiences around the world. Though the show may have ended without a proper finale, its impact endures, thanks in no small part to the talent and dedication of Robert Reed and the entire cast. Throughout the 1980s, Robert Reed continued to grace the small screen with his presence, appearing in TV series such as Nurse and Hunter. Despite his varied roles, he remained closely associated with his iconic portrayal of Mike Brady from The Brady Bunch. In 1990, Reed reprised his role as Mike Brady for the TV series The Bradys. Unfortunately, the show failed to resonate with audiences, leading to its premature demise. Despite this setback, Reed's legacy as Mike Brady remained intact. As his acting career tapered off, Reed discovered a new passion as a drama teacher. He began sharing his love for Shakespeare with students at the University of California, Los Angeles, bringing his wealth of experience and expertise to the classroom. On May 12, 1992, Robert Reed passed away, leaving behind a rich legacy in the world of television. While his time on Earth may have ended, his memory and his unforgettable portrayal of Mike Brady continues to resonate with audiences, ensuring that he will always hold a special place in the hearts of fans everywhere. What impresses you most about Robert Reed? Please tell us and everyone about your impressions below in the comments section. If you like him, please like and subscribe to support Robert Reed. See you again in the next videos.